and I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola. And right now, as I'm talking to you, we are already looking out for a terminal in Abuja, because Abuja route is actually the ultimate. That was the motivation behind the establishment of the company, so that travels between Abuja and Jalingo can be done comfortably. So we are trusting God that by April, before the end of April, we will start the Abuja route. We are already looking out for a terminal. And so that is the basic thing. And we go into car hire services too. You can hire our Sienna buses, you can hire our Hummer buses, you can also hire our ambulances. So we have all these types of vehicles in place. And I want to say here, what I mean by travel in comfort is that if you are traveling with our Sienna bus, for example, we don't take more than 5 passengers on our shuttle trips. But if you hire it, we allow you to take up to 6 passengers. In other words, 3 people can sit at the back, 2 at the center and 1 in front. But if it is through our shuttle services, it's only 5.
We ensure we take off on time and also arrive on time, most especially for our airport passengers that would love to catch up with a flight to their various destinations. And also we provide comfort and relaxation. All our vehicles are fully air-conditioned vehicles.
RU Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy and Nigeria's transportation future.
RU Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola. Right now,
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Some TV's Trending segment. We are your premier source for all things trending, from music, news and entertainment. Stay tuned for the latest update behind the scene. We are breaking it down with lively debate. As you can see today, I'm not alone in the studio here. I have two guests with me, in person of Mr. Emmanuel aka Buje, and also I have Mr. Meshach here in the house with me. So don't worry, today we got you latest news and trend. But before we start, there will be a number displayed on our screen. You can call in for your own opinion or your own take on what you think about this trend we're about to start discussing this evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with what's trending live from Some TV. House agents scam 46 people, collected over 300 each for only 4 self-contained apartments. I want to show you that things are happening, and all these house agents, let me not talk much, but let's hear the story and know what is really happening here. And this story happened in Lagos State. A Nigerian house agent has been accused of duping 46 people, collecting over 300k each from them for just 4 available room and parlor self-contained apartment. The incident was captured in a video shared on the popular social media platform X, formerly Twitter. In the video, the agent can be seen being escorted into a police vehicle, while onlookers can be heard shouting, accusing and labeling her a thief. According to the video, there are only 4 available apartments, but the agent reportedly collected large sum of money from 46 individuals despite the limited availability. Alright viewers, let's watch this video and see what is happening.
Rumor Palosef mẹ́rin ó gba owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn 46 wọ́n ti ń gbé lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Ẹ wo fídíò yẹn. Ó máa gbé amúlẹ́sàn dáadáa. Ẹ ṣáà ti rí. Rumor Palosef ojú mẹ́rin ó gba owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn 46. List ẹlẹ́lẹ́ náà mi ò parọ́. Only 400, only 500, only 6 something, only 7 something, only 8 something, only 9 something. Àwọn list yẹn lélẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà máa kà. Ó gba owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn 46. Rumor Palosef ojú mẹ́rin péré. Ṣé rí pé ó lè làwọn pípù yìí? Ó lè burúkú adigunjalè tó wọn ò sí. Ó gba owó lọ́wọ́ èèyàn 46. Rumor Palosef mẹ́rin péré. Ṣé máa mẹ́lẹ̀ tó dùn mí jù? Ẹlòmíín wà nù wọn tó jẹ́ pé bí wọ́n ti fẹ́ kúrò lè bí wọ́n tẹ̀ ti fún ní quick notice níbi tó wà, ó wá kú bí oṣù kan, ọkùnrin tí máa balẹ̀ pé òun ti sanwó ilé. Báyìí wọ́n ti ń gbé lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n báyìí kí kóòtù tó sì ti mátà ẹ̀. Ayé mi, ẹlòmíín wọ́n sì máa dẹrù ẹ̀ síta o, tó lálọ́dún nígbà fún. Ọkàn rẹ̀ ti máa balẹ̀ pé òun ti kó fún èèyàn kan pé òun ti gbalé. Wọ́n ti ń bá ṣe kéèsì báyìí, wọ́n ti ń gbé lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Kíkèsì tó ẹlòmíì gan tẹ̀ ní rówó ẹ̀gbà mú tó ti di pé ó ti ń di ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n. No, mo kàn ń fi pẹ́ẹ́nì àwọn tó tẹ̀ ti sanwó yẹn, ẹlòmíì 9 something, ẹlòmíì 5 something, 6 something. List yẹn làwọn list yẹn, ẹ ṣàwọn àwọn list yẹn náà. Èèyàn 46 ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́ọ̀ni pípù yìí. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọlọ́ọ̀ni pípù yìí. Báwa nígbà fún yín. Níbo lẹ́yìn ìdájáde tán yìí, nígbà fún yín. Àbí tí mi ò bá rí support nìkan ni màá fi dẹ́rìn mi lórí mátà yìí. But táwọn ẹ̀ bá jáde tọ́tọ́ support ìjọba wọn fẹ́ lọ ṣe protest yẹn. Báyìí mo ti ní àwọn connect kọ̀ọ̀kan ní aláwọ̀sá níbi tá a sọ pé kí n lọ sọ mí lẹ́tà fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó máa tẹ̀lé wa. A ti rí àwọn connect kọ̀ọ̀kan bẹ̀ tó sọ pé kò sí wàhálà pé ìjọ ti máa ń bọ̀ kí n pè wọ́n. Wọ́n máa jáde sí mi. Ṣọ́ọ̀mì òye wíìkì báyìí afẹ́ kí sálà kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó kúrò ńlẹ̀ kára wọn lè balẹ̀ bí a ti ti Thursday àbí Friday a máa jẹ́ aláwọ̀sá àmà lọ submit lẹ́tà yẹn. A ti mọ àwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ń bẹ̀. A máa jáde fún protest yìí. Protest yẹn jọ ẹ má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ àrímọ̀ṣọ́ nìkan. Ẹni tí kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ jáde ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wàláì gbọ́ wàlátàláì o ò ní rí ṣe láyé. Ó máa jẹ̀yà kú ni. Ṣé bó ti sanwó ilé tó wọn máa ga sí lálọ́dún lé pé ṣe bó lọ next week. Alpha ó ti di kéèsì báyìí wọ́n ti gbé lọ sẹ́wọ̀n. Kan tó lè settle matter ẹ̀ kan tó rówó gbà. Ẹlòmíì lálọ́dún máa dẹrù ẹ̀ síta. Ẹ wá ní pé kí wọ́n máa gba ìpè. Ẹ̀wọ̀n tó lọ ẹ̀ ló máa kú sí.
Wow, that's really terrific there. We have a first caller in the house. Before I allow my guest to say something, let's see what our viewers have to say about this trend. Hello, good evening. Where are you calling us from? What's your name? Hello? Okay, I guess we lost the first caller, but we have another call coming in. Hello, good evening. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I mean, Mama Yamota, the colonel from Benue State.
Okay, Mama Yamota from Benue
You see what
State.
this woman is doing, not with me for body at all. I thank God to say police, they don't back down. And they don't catch her like so. Make she face the consequences of what she do.
Kai, it is well with her.
Yes. Mama Yamota, I talk about ask for collect money for 46 people. He collect for one, he knows one. He collect 5,000, he collect 100,000. Yes, he even collect 700,000.
Wow.
Okay, I do well. I like on a program. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mama Ramotu, for calling. All right, my guest in the studio here with me. So you heard from our first caller. She just said what the woman did is not appropriate. So what do you have to say about this?
All right. Thank you for the privilege of having me first. But I think this particular scenario is actually I don't know. Scamming 46 people at the same time in the same town. You know, I don't get the thing altogether. You know, I don't get it. When you are scamming people up to that number, is it that you are bringing different people from another different cities altogether, or the people are the same in the same town and then you are scamming them?
Well, I think it is understood since it is a big city. You know, it is in Lagos, right?
Yeah,
so now
yeah.
Lagos is somewhere. That's the most populated city in Nigeria, and you know people are always moving into the city and looking for places. So I think it is well understood that she has that large number of people to be able to scam, because people are really hustling for house in places like Lagos.
All right, we have a caller coming in. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hello, good evening. Sending people. I like when I show where.
Thank you so much. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Aminat from Zamfara.
Okay, Aminat from Zamfara. So what do you have to say?
I want to be good, I like when I was there that they watch every day for something.
Oh, thank you so much for commenting us.
I know, they do continue.
All right, thank you so much, Aminat, for calling.
Thank you, Madam Tessisto. Bye-bye.
All right, have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you for that comment, Miss Aminat. All right, just as my guest is just saying, okay, I guess another call is coming in. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Evening, sorry, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
And I'm calling from Kogi State. My name is Miss Ajurumi.
Okay, Miss Ajurumi from Kogi State. What do you have to say about this trend happening right now?
All the time, I heard that you is very surprising. Woman concerned. Collect money from almost 46 people because of one house. Make it not outside prison, make it not do that ever. Please.
Wow. Thank you so much for that comment, Mr. Ayomide from Kogi State. Thank you so much for calling. Hello, good evening. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Okay, so what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Andy. I'm calling from Sawajiralisa, Osalogo government area of Taraba State.
Okay, so what do you have to say about this trend happening right now?
Okay, I just want to inform you that your program is actually interesting. It is enlightening and it is helping us to know what is happening in the country. I just called the Incredible to keep up the good work, particularly you and that your other sister, that fat one. I've forgotten her name. Or something like that. People who are doing well. I call to encourage people that we are watching you from Southern Journalism here live and direct on our handset, on Facebook and on YouTube.
Thank you so much for calling.
Welcome.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Hello, good evening. Hello. Alright, my viewers out there, please, if you're watching this show and you want to call, please make sure you turn off the volume of your TV so that we'll get to hear you and you also get to hear us better. Okay, just as my guests are saying. So what do you think about this woman? What did she do? What she did?
So as I was saying, in a big town like that where you have people flowing in to the city, you always have people looking for where to stay.
Wow.
You know, that is actually the biggest city in Nigeria. So definitely you have a lot of people coming in and looking for where to stay. So I see no surprises in her being able to scam up to 46 people.
Wow.
But where I have issue is, what is she thinking? As was she thinking she'll be able to get away?
Alright, let's see what
46 people.
Okay.
How possible it is for her to get away with that?
Okay, I don't
So
know.
that is the thing. That is what I find really amazing about what she did.
The time she had to scam them. Alright, Mr. Major, do you have any other opinion to add on to this?
Yes.
Okay, before you add, I guess we have a caller calling this. So let's see what this person has to say about this woman. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Evening, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Beauty. I'm calling from Lagos State.
Okay, Beauty from Lagos State. Thank you so much for calling. So what do you have to say about this lady here? Okay, Beauty, I guess you will have to still call back again. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Please don't forget to turn off the volume of your TV. If not, we'll not get to hear what you have to tell us, because you can't hear yourself talking at the same time you talking to us, so that we'll have to communicate. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, this thing this lady did, I don't think is proper. So just as my guest is saying here, okay, I guess our caller is calling back again. Hello. Please, can you turn off the volume of your TV? Hello. Okay, viewers, I know you want to partake in this conversation, but please and please and please, I'm begging, you can't watch yourself also, or you can't hear yourself on TV talking. Please try your best to turn off the volume of your TV so we'll get to talk better.
Please try your best to turn off the volume of your TV so we'll get to talk better.
Hello, good evening. Wow. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Ekiti State.
Okay, and what's your name, sir? From
Marcus.
Ekiti. Marcus from Ekiti State. How is Ekiti doing this evening?
Hello, I can hear you.
Yes, I said, how is Ekiti doing this evening?
Oh, well, fine.
All right. So what do you have to say about this?
This is horrible. This thing is horrible.
Wow.
A single individual scamming 46 people. What I want to ask, who is the owner of that house?
Wow.
You know?
Let the government, let them sell the house and give the money back. Because if they take the woman to the courts, to get the money back from her will be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir, for calling. This is Mr. Marcus from Ekiti State. You heard what he said.
You know, the issue now is, even if the house gets sold, when the house is, How many can that money get to replace the one that has been collected?
46 people, and if you listen to the amount that she's been collecting from those people, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000,
700,000.
700,000.
You just imagine
From 46 people.
Just imagine this. Now this is very painful. You just imagine somebody that is struggling. You know, you have just little amount of money with you. You need to get a place where you rest, and then somebody will just come and scam you like this.
Honestly, with this sort of amount of 850,000 naira in this country currently,
it's not easy. It's not easy.
I don't even understand what she's even trying to do with such an amount of money. What is it?
She wants to start her own estate. She wants to start future for her children.
She wants to start her own estate. She wants to jump of the country.
The truth, I think in conclusion, what I think should be done is, I think the person need to be punished to serve as a deterrent to others who might have that kind of that kind of conception.
And just as you said, in fact, this is a situation that is going on every day in this country, where you get 2 people, 3 people being sold the same piece of land or building. This is something just that her own is really, really terrible. 46 people, her own is on another level. So this is something that is always going on in this country, and I think the government need to actually put in place what it takes for someone to be able to sell land or sell any piece of building to anybody, because the kind of people who are in charge of selling buildings and land to people, we always have this kind of situations in this country. So I think people should even be given license to be able to sell anything that concerns land and houses, to avoid all these kind of situations where you get people scammed. You get one individual collecting money from several people on top of the same item.
Yeah. It's not making sense. All right, viewers, just as we hear from my guests today in the house, what they said and this their own opinion, you can also call in for your own opinion to tell us how you feel about this. All right, we have a call here. Hello, good evening. Okay, we lost this caller. All right, let's see what our analysis is saying about this particular trend. I have Ola said, this is my current situation. Have paid new apartment for the past 1 month. Now I never see house key collect. that is so serious. Okay, let's see. Hello, good evening. Evening. So what's your name and where are you calling us from? Okay. I guess our viewers have to pay attention to when they call. Please turn off the volume of your TV before calling us. Please, please, please. Because you can't call and hear yourself at the same time. Thank you so much for calling. Keep calling though, you know. We like your opinion and your own comment also. All right, I have another one from Nedu said, the same thing happened to me in Apapa Road in Lagos too. They call that woman Iyalode. Anyway, she will never know peace. All her children will die before. My brother. Sorry about that. Hello, good evening. Okay, we lost this call. All right, ladies and gentlemen, moving next to what is our next trend, the next trend I have now. Moving forward. Okay. The next trend I have here with me is man crashes brand new car as he takes it for a fast driving. Wow. It's a test drive though. He bought a brand new car and then he wants to test run it. The car crashed. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear the story and watch the video so we'll get what to say about this. Tragedy as Nigerian man crashes his brand new car few hours after taking it for test drive. It was gathered that the man had recently purchased the car, a Mercedes-Benz, from a car dealership. He had taken the car for a spin to get a feel for a quality, but soon met an unfortunate fate. It was gathered that no long after the purchase, the man was involved in a ghastly accident that completely wrecked the car. The video shared online showed the moment he took the car for a spin. Alright, let's watch this video and see how beautiful this car is and how this man have to crash his own car.
Look at video, no, you see better video. Look at video, no, you see better video. Look at video, no, you see better video.
No, I don't know what to say. Right, guys, we have a first caller. Let's see what this our caller have to say about this. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Please, can you turn up the volume of your TV?
Okay, I'm going to turn up it.
Hello? Okay, just turn it off and call us back. Alright, my guest in the house, if you watch this video and see that this guy scattered his car, oh yeah, let's have the debate. Alright, so Mr. Buje, what do you have to say about this?
So far, I was waiting to hear what happened to the man. Yes, because the way I saw that car damaged, it will actually be a miracle if he survives it. Yeah. But I don't see any comment on what actually happened to the man, if he survived or not. But accidents really happen all the time. But from what we just watched now, the nature of that accident is like he wanted to actually overdo. He wanted to test how fast his car can go.
Wow.
And it was just a test run. This is something that, just calm down. You have time to ride this car if you want for the remaining time of your life.
Yeah.
The remaining years of your life. You can use that car. But maybe the thing they ginger, probably the haters talk say, you know, can ever make it, you know, can ever buy motor. So as he just collect motor, he want to clear everybody that instantly.
Wow, that's serious.
So probably that was what led to him crashing that car.
But basically, me, what I see in this scene is that first, how was his mental was he actually
Let's hear what our viewers have to say about this. Okay, I guess we lost the cause, so as you're saying.
So how was his mental health first?
Honestly,
he was happy.
This to be checked.
That is the first one. The second one, you know, sometimes.
Hello. Hello. Okay. Please, if you are calling, don't add volume. How are you saying they should add the volume? You can't hear yourself when you are watching again, okay? Don't worry, maybe later they can play it for you again to watch it at home. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please when you're calling, please try to lower the volume of your TV so that we'll get to hear you. Alright, my guest here is saying mental health. So let's continue.
So his mental health matters actually. And perhaps sometimes excitements. I would like to say this to everyone here that is watching us. Sometimes try to control your mood. Well, don't overdo. We know it's a thing of joy, but actually you have to control your mood. And then on the other end as well is, was he actually a professional in driving?
Yes, I think there are a lot of questions to ask.
That is a good question
that needs to be asked.
Because we also want to know what really made him
transpired actually. And then next to it is the condition of the road he was on.
The road is for
Nigeria, the kind of roads we have in Nigeria.
Okay.
So all these things, as you say, need to be considered before we make conclusions. And is it that he crashed into another car or he went off the road into the bush?
We'll find out. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm from Jalingo.
Okay. You're from Jalingo. Hello, Mr. Jalingo. I guess you have to call back because the network is a bit bad. So, what do you have to
I was
say?
saying the nature of the accident. Did he crash into another car or he went off the road into the bush?
We just saw a car and then
so I guess he was too excited about purchasing that brand new Mercedes-Benz. And you know, Mercedes-Benz is the top of the town.
Latest.
That's the big boys ride.
Wow. I guess we have a caller right now. Please call us. I guess the network is a bit poor and bad. So please, you maybe calm down and still keep calling if it's a go. You can also drop SMS through this number if you think the network is not good enough. You can drop SMS. We'll just read it out and then just drop your comment and your name and where you're calling us from. Also, instead of calling and then the network is ending the call for you, you can also just drop your SMS and also where you're calling and your name, please. Thank you so much, our viewer.
He raised an important issue the other time when he was
okay, I guess we have another caller calling it. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm Honorable Suleiman. I'm calling from Niger State.
Okay, Honorable from Niger State. What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, this particular trend, I think this guy must be a youth, probably the Gen Z generation. Because
Gen Z generation.
It should not be a thing of pride if you have a car and you move around that way, that level of speed.
Yeah.
I think it's actually not called for. It's actually uncalled for because you have to be very, very sensitive. If you have your car, you won't like to hurt it. And possibly maybe he's not really his car.
Yeah.
If you spend kind of money you afford to buy this car, I think you'll be riding like a chameleon because you will not like even a kid to touch you or anyone to even come close to your car.
Seriously.
When I bought my first car, every time I see children around, I used to pursue them because I don't even want to see their
scratch.
So,
wow.
That's the level of how cautious I was because I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a good maintenance.
For him to go that way, I think maybe it's not his car. Let's be sure of it. Maybe his friend bought it, out of anxiety.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So I think it's out of anxiety all these things are caused. But when I was a youth also, I know I did such. When I was using my dad's car, I was feeling so proud of myself that my dad has a car. And whenever I come to the area, when I'm on the street, I don't drive very, very high on a high speed. But when I come to the area, I fire because I'm able to know that yes, I'm into. And my dad has a car, and I'm riding my dad's car. So, wow. I think all these things are out of anxiety and the youth should be careful.
Thank you so much, Mr. Salas, for that comment. Hello, good evening. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Suleja, Niger State.
Okay.
Yes, I am Pastor Abel Idaku.
Okay, Pastor Abel from Niger. How is Niger doing this wonderful evening?
Niger is fine. Thank God.
Okay,
thank you for a wonderful work there.
Thank you so much, sir.
For giving us all this analysis of trending trends.
Thank you so much,
a little contribution, like as at this other fellow bashing his car, new car, or maybe a Tokumbo car that he just bought new. So, one must be careful. Number one, there are many dimensions in which you can interpret why this kind of a thing happens. Number one, money itself can intoxicate. If you have money, or you have car, if he hasn't money, you will not be able to buy that car.
Yeah.
So he got intoxicated just like a drunkard.
Wow.
And so somebody was talking of mental health. Possibly his mental health as at that time, for that moment,
message may indicate that he's running some kind of madness.
Wow.
That's one. And secondly, on the other side, spiritual aspect, the devil is not dead though.
Yeah.
The demons are still alive. Their agents are all over. Some evil eyes can be there. They can be from family foundation. They can be neighbors. They can be unfriendly friends who are into, some kind of some spiritual aspect of things, and will not wish him well.
Yeah.
And so the moment he gets it, they are having waiting ears and waiting eyes to see that there is a bad news. So when you are blessed, be careful also, so as to be able to manage that blessing.
Wow.
Else, the demons will still come after you. Then the one I want to end up with also, which is common with our youth today, we don't just eat your cake and have it.
Yeah.
The nature or the way and manner you got the money to buy that car.
Sure.
Now you got the car maybe through Yahoo business. You collected somebody's money that he's placing cause of whoever did this to me. It could be an old man. Maybe it's just pension that it's gratuity from there. You do your Yahoo thing, get the money, and the man plays cause on it. I'm telling you, such things can equally be your fate. You got ill-gotten money, just like that first woman.
Yeah.
46 people
collected
house rent. For 400,000 averagely, she has made some millions. And then maybe she one way or the other start deceiving people. Some even believe on diabolical things. That if I collect this money from them, go to one babalawo, and the man will now say they will not even ask you again. Pata. I know Lagos. Anything can happen in Lagos.
Wow.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So please make sure that your money is not gotten in the wrong way. Make sure that it's righteous.
Yeah.
Then God of righteousness will protect you. Are you getting me?
Yes,
when
sir.
you eventually use that money. The blessings of God make it rich and added no sorrow. But that of the devil, what does it mean? It make it rich and add sorrow. I just want to stop there. Thank you for a nice
Thank you so much, Mr. Abel, for calling. To have a wonderful evening. All right, we just heard from Pastor Abel from Niger State. He said, use your money wisely and know how to use it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what our netizens are saying about this, our trend, about this, our brother that have to go and drive car anyhow, and because of anxiety, because of jubilation, he has to crash his car. But before I read the comment, I guess I have a call coming in. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Sorry, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Bruno, I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, Rona from Lagos. What do you have to say about this trend you just watched right now?
Yeah, it's very sad that some people are dying prematurely because of carelessness. So, as Pastor rightly said, we have to be careful in everything we are doing. And we have to say, take every little thing serious before you call it nothing.
Yeah.
So maybe the guy, as Pastor rightly said, some people are not happy because whether you believe it, whether you don't believe it, when you're successful, everybody will not be happy with you.
Sure.
So maybe some people are not happy with him, but to him, he feel that let me flex now, just bought a new car, let me flex, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So, and another way, if you get your money in the right way, as Pastor said, he said, everything God did, he had no sorrow. So to the woman that collected 46, the money from 46 people, I think that thing is very common in Lagos State.
Wow.
So the Lagos State government should do something about it.
Thank you so much for
your
opinion.
the population is increasing on daily basis.
Yeah.
And many people are in need of, desperately in need of accommodation. So that's why they keep duping people with accommodation, all those agents. So they have to do something about those agents so that one will know the ones that are really registered agents will let
Lagos State, so that people will not be falling into wrong hands. So that's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ronald from Lagos, for calling. Wow, that's a wonderful opinion and comment out there, and they're calling upon Lagos government to do something about it, because people know that these things are happening constantly and it keep repeating itself. So they're calling upon the government to do something about it, and we hope something will be done about it. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Jacob Joseph. Oh. I'm from Lagos.
Okay, Jacob Joseph from Lagos. How is Lagos this evening?
Lagos is fine.
Okay, so what do you have to say about this trend?
I don't think I have anything to say about this, but it's something.
Okay. You're not too sure of what to say. Thank you so much for calling, and God bless you. Remain blessed in Lagos State. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next trend. The last but not the least that we'll have for today. And this one is so touching, and it still happened in Lagos again. Okay? Tunde Onakayo offers to sponsor girls' education through university. The girl followed her mother, who works as a street sweeper in Lagos, Koyi Street, and she was helping her to do her job. Popularly chess master and philosophy, Tunde Onakayo offers to sponsor the education of the girl whose mother was criticized for taking her to sweep around 4 a.m. in the morning. So this story happened in Lagos. A woman was sweeping the streets early hours of the morning. That is her work. She took her 11-year-old daughter to sweep that street with her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this video. Because of the way they criticized this woman, a popular chess player, had to said he will sponsor the girl in school. So let's watch this video and see the way they were criticizing this woman for bringing her 11-year-old daughter to sweep with her.
If you want to come and do your job, you do your job, but you don't bring an 11-year-old girl as early as 4:35, 6 for child labor. Do we understand that? Do we understand? I'm not going to listen to your predicaments today. I can give you time to listen to your predicaments, but don't ever bring this girl out. Drop the broom, go and sit down there. Sit down there. Until you're done, then you can go back home with her. Is that okay? Yes. You come here how many times a day?
It's Monday to Saturday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So that means that peradventure, I might still jam her again. Right?
It's only during the holidays. But she's going to school.
Okay. Good morning. Okay. She's going to school.
Yes, because today is public holiday. That is why she followed me.
So who is supposed to stay with her at home?
She's supposed to stay with her younger ones.
How old are the younger ones?
8 and 6 years.
So who is staying with them now?
There's my husband.
Your husband is staying with them at home. Okay, so why are you here? Why did you come all the way from Oworo to Ikoyi to be sweeping by 5 a.m.?
There's someone that connected me to the home.
Okay, so it's a job that pays you. Okay, so very well. That means there's no issue. So if that be the case, she's not part of this. Okay? Child labor is wrong. You can tell her to sweep the premises where she lives, your house, the living room. That's training. But not you bringing somebody all the way from Yanoworo to Ikoyi to come and be sweeping. Is not allowed. Okay, madam? If you try it again, if I see her, that's the last day you will see your daughter. We're going to take her into custody where she'll be properly taken care of. Because I want to assume that you cannot afford to take care of this child. That's why you're exploiting her now. Do we understand that? Thank you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is really terrifying. You know, I don't really know what to say, but let me allow my guests in the house to air in their own opinion. But before that, I guess I have a text message from Destiny. Said, I'm calling from Lagos. Please, is the guy still alive? The guy need prayer. Okay, it's still about the guy from the car accident. Thank you so much. We don't know about that, but we'll get back to you if we find out if the guy is alive or dead. But we hope he's alive, so that he can have a testimony to go and share to people out there. My guest, that's what you have to say about this woman that is being criticized for bringing her 11-year-old daughter to work with her, because that's the work she does. But before that, I guess we have a first caller for this trend. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Please, you really want to call? Yes, we know you want to call, but please don't forget to turn off the volume of your TV. So, my guest, what do you have to say about this?
Okay.
Hello, good evening. Hello. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Vivian. I'm calling from Jos.
Okay, Vivian from Jos. Thank you so much for calling. What's happening in Jos this evening? Hello? Okay. Vivian, you have to call back again. Thank you so much for calling, Vivian. So, my guest, what do you have to say about this?
Bringing her 11-year-old
child to help her work.
To help her work. And from what we watched in the video, it means it's from a long distance that she brought that child to come and help her. And just as that man said, it's actually wrong for her to do that. Bringing up your 11-year-old child from such a distance to come and help you work. Well, I don't actually see anything wrong with you engaging your child in helping you work. But the only thing I see wrong is the distance she's taking that child from to come and help her work, even though the work is paying her, as she said. And he's talking about child labor. I think child labor is when you make a child work unwillingly, when you're not his parent, when he's not benefiting from it. It's just like slavery. So I think that is what child labor is. But supporting your parent to meet up your home needs, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay. Mr. Meshach, what do you have to say about this?
Sincerely, here is my perspective, personally. Now, how sure are we that the woman trekked with the daughter for this long distance?
So,
it's a subject of analysis.
Okay.
So I think she mentioned it. She told from the video, that was what she said.
She said the threat.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening. So we're not serious. Alright, so that's what you're saying.
So my perspective is that actually we don't know the situation she's passing through actually. So ideally the process of bringing this her daughter from this distance is actually not good. But the thing is, we don't know her condition.
Yeah.
We don't know. And actually, a normal mother will know herself want to mistreat her own daughter.
No.
So it actually implies that there is a situation that the mother is passing through. You know, mothers, she can be passing through health challenge, but she might not necessarily like to inform her daughter, which is very, very normal. So we should not all together fault the woman for this act.
Exactly. And if we are to see any fault in her bringing her child to come and help her work, then what about those children that their parents send them out to go and hug pure water, hug granite, hug in the
let's
street?
see what our
Little children
audience
who are not
have
even
to
up
say
to 11
also.
years old.
Wow.
That is it.
All right, let's hear what our audience have to say about this also. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Beauty. I'm calling from Lagos State.
Okay, Beauty from Lagos State. What do you have to say about this trend?
In my own opinion, I think the woman is right because we don't know the woman condition.
Yeah.
But if you say that man really wants to help that woman, he would have told the woman to quit the job. Then he will give the woman money to start up a new business.
Wow.
Because the woman don't have money to pay the child school fees. Or they don't have something to eat or other things. So maybe that is why the woman took the small baby to
help her
own business. So that man's supposed to help. It's supposed to ask the woman question to know why the woman took that girl to that place that early morning, because it's very bad. And it's hard for you to see somebody with a little child early in the morning walking. It's wrong for you to take your baby to where you are walking early in the morning. So the woman is trying to, we are the one that is misunderstanding the woman.
Yeah.
The woman, she's right in her own part, she's wrong also. And that man is very wrong. But she would have not said that the woman that she will take the girl next time to where they will take care of the girl. If the man wants to help the woman, would have give the woman money, take care of the girl. So that is what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Beauty, for your opinion on this.
I think that's what we are able to say here.
Yeah.
So actually, on the normal norm, what we are expected to do is,
I guess this will be the last call that we're going to pick for today. Hello, good evening.
Hi, I'm happy that I'm still fortunate to call you back.
Okay, Pastor Abel again.
I'm still calling from Suleja.
Okay, Pastor Abel from Suleja.
Yes. Now, I want to still add my voice.
Okay.
Honestly, what that man did, concerning airing that video, putting that video on a public media space, is very, very wrong. It's a kind of humiliation to that woman.
Sure.
Now, if you talk of child labor, to what extent can you describe child labor in Nigeria today? I put it to you that a lot of people are guilty of that. A girl of 11 years, and I understand that she had the junior ones that are at home.
Yeah.
She must have felt that, oh, mommy, this labor, you are laboring for us. Can I escort you? Let me also help you.
Sure.
So that you finish this job on time and we come back home. That is another way of training that girl to endure hardship.
Sure.
It could be on that dimension. Nobody knows. It may not even be a regular thing. That woman, from the depth of her heart, wouldn't want her child to suffer.
Yeah, sure.
But here she is, she's suffering. Look at Nigeria issue today. How do we enjoy life? Skyrocketing prices of goods and services. How much is she being paid? Maybe that is where they get the money to feed. And then because you are a rich man, the accent of that person indicates that maybe he has even gone abroad and all that.
Yeah.
The best thing for him to do is to
criticize,
bring her one corner, educate her, and possibly assist her. How many of, even some of we, the elite, we are also torturing our children in a way, in a psychological way. A child will wake up early in the morning, especially in Lagos. He's going to school, but they wake up as early as 4 o'clock to prepare, only to come back around 6 p.m. in the evening. What do you call that? So let us define it. I grew up in the army base, in the army barracks. When growing up, our parents don't have much money, and we're about 7 of us in that family. What do we do to help ourselves? We do what we call chopman. We go to other people's farm. As little as 10, 11, 12 years. We are helping them to weed grasses in their farm, and there we get some money to help ourselves, pocket money. And today, I look at it that is a good training for me to be able to, endure hardship.
Wow.
So if you want to summarize, you want to help somebody, help the person. Don't ridicule the person in the
Thank you so much, Mr. Abel, for your comments. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, viewers, Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Calling from Nigeria and Abuja.
Okay, calling from Abuja. What's your name?
My name is Sonia.
Sonia from Abuja. All right. What do you have to say about this trend? Please, you just have about 1 minute to say because we've come to the end of today's show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just talking.
You said?
The
Hello?
woman is right, actually.
The woman is right.
Yeah, she's right, and I don't see any reason which.
Okay. Thank you so much for that comment there. Thank you so much for that comment. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for calling in. I guess we've come to the end of today's edition of What's Trending on Some TV, the pulse of the nation. But before we go, permit me to appreciate my guests with me here in the studio, in person of Emmanuel, aka Buje. Thank you so much for coming for today's show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay. Also, Mr. Meshach, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Ma.
All right, our viewers out there, if you have anything to say, you can just drop your SMS. Tomorrow we'll get to read, and also you call us for tomorrow's episode of What's Trending on Some TV. Sorry if we don't pick your call today because our time is not time is against us, I guess. Yeah, the time is against us for now. So we'll continue tomorrow on What's Trending. I still remain your anchor for this program, Some TV.